That concludes the question and answer portion of our program. Now all candidates will be given 90 seconds to give a closing statement. Please hold your applause until after all candidates have given their closing statement. Mr. Bunny, 90 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, one last time you're going to hear from me. 1989, I was elected as a young city councilman, age 33. This town is my life. The Bunny heritage came here in 1935. It's a repetition of what I've said earlier. I love this town. I was graduated from the schools. My children graduated from schools, my brothers and sisters, many aunts and uncles. We made good, we did good, and we were successful. Our parents were sharecroppers when they first got here in 1878, but they amassed huge amounts of land. I'm not going to ever let this history go, but on the other hand, I'm never going to let Smithville down. I promise you that. That is the best I can tell you right now. Please don't fix something that I don't think is broke. I just need a couple of years to finish 3 or 4 more projects, and that's it. Thank you very much for listening to my time. Appreciate it.
I'm going to make this real short and sweet because I know you're all tired and I'm about to cough my head off. Vote for me.
Mr. Arbor.
I want to say thanks again to the Chamber for putting this together to allow us to put a face in some of our ideas and views to all the signs that are all over town. And I want to thank you guys for coming out and being a part as well. And I want to encourage you, as I said earlier, whether you vote for me or not, don't stop on May 10th. When all the signs come down, be more active. Come out to the city council meetings. Come be a participant at the school board meetings so that we can make Smithville better. Building a better community takes participation. It doesn't take just from us, but we need your help, whoever you elect, to come forward. You've heard our views. Everybody out there has their views. There's some questions that weren't put out, and I'll go over those and find an answer for those for myself. And I want everybody here to take the opportunity, as I said, to make sure your view gets heard. I'm running to be a part of improving Smithville. I think we have a great town here. I think we have things that we can do better and make this a better community. I'm proud to be a citizen of Smithville, and I want to assure Smithville remains a town that our kids are proud to be a part of. Thank you again. I'd appreciate your vote.
Ms. Morgan.
Thanks again to the Chamber, and especially to all of you for taking the time to come out tonight. We've covered a lot of very important topics tonight, and in 90 seconds apiece, all of us could barely scrape the surface. So please, I encourage all of you, if you have additional questions, call. I'm sure any of us would be happy to give you more information about our views. I know that I would. And please, everybody come out and vote. I think the most exciting thing about this election and having so many candidates here is that it's revitalizing the community interest in the democratic process. That is very important. And let's not let the communication stop here. Let's carry it forward and let's keep it going. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ms. Raley.
See if it works. Yeah. All right. You know where I stand. You know where all these candidates stand. If you have any questions, call me or come by my house. If you don't know where I live, just ask anybody, where does the telephone man live? And they'll tell you. Because that telephone man back there worked on all your phones. So y'all know where he lives. Just ask. But I think we should, what you did here tonight, coming here, is just awesome. Continue that. Go to the city council meetings. Go to the school board meetings. Get involved in your city government. It's your city government. And now for the first time in 4 years, you're going to be able to vote for city council members and school board trustees. Exercise that vote. It starts April the 28th. You can go down and vote early. Thank you.
Mr. Gordon.
Thank you very much. I want to thank you, Tina, Darrell, and your team for orchestrating this public event. I would also like to thank you, the citizens, ladies and gentlemen, for attending. It's very important, this forum. Together, we will solve many of the problems that we discussed here tonight, and that is my hope. And I also would like to make sure that we understand that holding public office is a sacrifice, and I will approach it with responsibility and integrity. I will appreciate your vote on May 10th as City Councilman for Place 5, City of Smithville. Thank you.
Mr. King?
You know, this all come about because I had a grievance with the high school. And I went in front of the board and they wouldn't listen to me. So we found another process. They eventually listened. And through the process, I got more interested in what was going on with how the school board stuff went down. And then I started digging more and more, and then I started looking at what the city council did, and I got pretty interested. The more I dig, the more I wanted to know. I'm just a common man. But I do believe that we have the right to have a decision of who we're going to put in office. We hadn't had any elections to speak of here in a while for city council or school board. Look at the terms of your city council members and your school board members. How many consecutive terms they've stayed in office. You know, my decision to run was just so we'd have a choice. Whether I'm right or not, it doesn't matter. Get out and vote. 10% of the people in this town make the decision for this town. That's ridiculous. We need people involved, whatever it takes. Thank you.
Mr. Saunders?
My term has only been 2 years so far. I just want to say thank you again to all of you in attendance tonight. Thank you to Daryl Morris for being our moderator. And thank you to Tina Smith and Chamber of Commerce for hosting this important event. I also want to say hello to those of you watching at home on YouTube and Facebook. I am happy to see so much participation in this year's municipal elections. I hope the community stays interested after the elections and that the seats are full each month in the council chambers. I want to thank you for allowing me to serve you over this term in office and humbly ask for your vote this election. Be sure to vote early. The next few years will be even more exciting for Smithville, and I'm looking forward to it. We were talking about communication a little earlier. I encourage all of you, and I give homework to the school board candidates, to go communicate with your friends and family and let them know what you think about each one of us and who you think that they should vote for. On a personal note, I'm having some pretty serious surgery on Thursday, and I ask for your thoughts and prayers for a speedy recovery. Every day I wake up as your city council representative, it's a dream come true. Help keep my dream alive. And vote for me, Scott Saunders Jr., for City Council Place 5. Thank you all, and God bless you. God bless Texas, and God bless our little town of Smithville. Thank you, Moderator Morris.
Mr. Campbell?
Thank you. Just like these guys, I want to thank Daryl, Tina, the Chamber for putting this on. This has been a fantastic thing, and I think they deserve a round of applause. Absolutely. And I want to thank you guys for coming out. I mean, y'all are engaged. You're involved in the process. I don't think we have to worry about you guys voting. But what you need to do is go out, get your friends, anybody that you know, and get them out to vote. Because it is a democratic process. You do have a choice. And I think that there's reasons for that. Getting back to the school board thing, again, I'm just going to highlight my main points. Performance, expectations, communication, attracting and retaining the best teachers we can. I truly believe that that's one of the most important things we need to do, because those are the face of the district. Those are the ones that are in front of your kiddos, and they're the ones that love on them and grow them every day. And then we need to do that now. Like I said, I think that, thank you, I think that the little pecans that we have, we need to expect more. We need to do more. And we need those things to grow. I did that corny little deal with the pecans for a reason, so that you would remember each of those pieces going forward. Thank you. I would appreciate your vote, and I appreciate you coming out. Thank you.
Mr. McKay?
one of the privileges of being on the school board the past 3 years, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say it, was getting to meet some of the staff and administration in this school district. We have in Smithville School District some phenomenal teachers, some phenomenal staff that work hard every single day to educate these children in this district. This other thing that I would say is we need to continue the progress that we make. As I mentioned, those 10 kids that show up, all 10 of them should have the same opportunity. We shouldn't have any achievement gaps based on whether you're economically disadvantaged or whether you're well off. Every kid should have the same opportunity in this district. We do have some achievement gaps in our scores, and that's something that we need to work on. It's not easy, it's hard, and it's difficult, and I know the staff and administration is working on that. And I would just say that that's what I'm committed to doing, is to continue working with the administration and the staff to get it right and to close those achievement gaps.
Ms. Rutherford?
It sounds like a lot of us have the same ideas. We want our students to achieve. We want to give them the best education possible. And we want to have the best teachers possible. And we want to have our students be surrounded by supportive families and a community that cares about education. So you have some choices as far as school board candidates go. Even though we all want the same things, I believe that my desire to serve comes from a very personal place. A lot of teachers and principals have made a lasting impact on my life, and I'd like to give back, and I'd like to serve as your school board trustee. My wish is for our community to come together to support our children and educators. Our schools have always been the anchor of our community. It is my desire to build a strong network of family, businesses, and community to be involved and support our students and our educators. What I offer is a unique and personal perspective. I would be honored to serve our students and our community in Smithville ISD, and I would appreciate your vote.
Mr. Gutierrez?
I'm between you and the door, I know, so I'll try to keep it brief. But I want to take some of my 90 seconds to thank Daryl and Tina in the chamber. If we could give them a round of applause for hosting us. Crystal and I made a decision a couple of years ago to move over here. She had been teaching here for a while, and I've got a lot of deep ties and family ties to this community. Never thought in a million years that we would be living here, but it has turned out to be a great decision, and all we want to do is give back to this community, and that's my primary goal and focus. And so I got those 3 little girls that they got a long road through the school system here, and it's really important that them, all of their distant relatives that are going to be going through the system with them, and all of your kids and grandkids get the best education that they can. So thank you.
Thank you. If we could get a round of applause for all the candidates. Stand up. We'd like to thank everybody for coming. That concludes the program for tonight. The questions that were submitted, as a few were chosen. The remainder will be distributed to the candidates tomorrow morning so they can review all the concerns that the community had, and they are aware of these and may communicate to you individually. Thank you very much.